These are the 10 parts of building your referral network. Now, Chaim, I'm just going to use what you were told. Meet with real estate agents. And then they got to
Yep.
know you, like you, and trust you. I guarantee you, you haven't done 7.5 of the things on this list. The problem with most mortgage and real estate mentors, Brian Buffini, Mike Ferry, Tom Ferry, Ricky Carruth, the main thing they teach is buy leads, premise, door knock, cold call, because they don't know how to network. If your owner of your company knew how to network, the last thing he would tell you to do is to cold call. He just
Right.
doesn't know how to network. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just the reality of the fact that most people don't know how to network. I've spent 21 years of my life studying this one topic. So I'm going to go over this with you. This number 1 and number 2 and number 3 and number 4 and 5 and 6 should all be done before you ever meet a real estate agent.
Okay.
So, and you're going to get a copy of this video. Don't worry. Number 1 is the Epiphany Story. What got you into the mortgage business? What led to that big epiphany? I want a different career.
I don't enjoy blue collar work. I enjoy white collar work. I enjoy sitting in an office meeting people. Like I prefer to sit in a suit and tie if it would be up to me every day, all day. And I like helping people. So
Yep,
this is one of the greatest ways, the biggest help you can give a person is getting them a house
for
of their
sure.
lifetime.
What I want to do is I want you to look at number 3. You can see my screen okay?
Yeah.
Under the laws. Now, following the law of reciprocity is give with no thought of return. And we're going to dig deep into that one. I'll give you a little bit of it now. The Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the Bible, they only agree on 2 things. They all have different gods. They all have different thoughts and about religion. There's 2 things they all believe in and agree with is love and the belief in the law of reciprocity. The law of reciprocity basically says give with no thought of return. The full saying is give with no thought of return, and abundance comes in the most unexpected sources, the most unexpected places, the most unexpected time, and the most unexpected amount.
Right.
But it's give with no thought of return. So it's helping people get a better mortgage. It's helping real estate agents find clients. It's you helping real estate agents find other referral partners. It's you doing anything you can to help your clients other than mortgages and help real estate agents other than mortgages where Chaim doesn't make a penny. The activities where you don't make a penny is where you're going to make the fortune. The
For sure.
activities you do where I got into mortgage to make money has got to become the last thing on your mind. I know we have to do things to make a living, but when you sit with a client, you making money has to be so far in the back of your mind because then you're a slimy sales guy if that's all you're with them is to sell them a mortgage, right?
For sure.
So I'm going to give you a quick example of following the law of reciprocity, the giving with no thought of return. When you meet a client and they're moving from, I don't know, from Colorado to Arizona, and
Hmm.
they're going to move into a home and you're doing the funding for that. This is my opinion. It's your responsibility to find them their gardener, their plumber, their financial planner, their CPA, the next restaurant they go to, their real estate agent, their CPA. You put them in that house. You and the real estate agent put them in the house. You guys should be giving them these resources.
For
If
sure.
they inherited some money, Chaim, and they want to buy a home, they inherited money, they might, is there a chance they need a financial planner? There
A
might
hundred
be.
percent. Yeah.
CPA. So when you introduce that client to a financial planner and a CPA, you have now set yourself apart from 99.9% of all mortgage lenders. Now we're not dealing with rate, Chaim. Chaim's providing other services besides mortgage, because if all you have is a sell a mortgage, then all you're doing, you're commoditizing yourself. I can go anywhere and get a rate. But Chaim, would you agree that some people shop at Walmart and some people shop at Bloomingdale's?
100%.
Could you get a shirt at Walmart?
Yeah.
Can you get a 10 times more expensive shirt at Bloomingdale's?
Yep.
People still go to Bloomingdale's, right?
A hundred
So
percent.
I'm telling you now, it's not rate. So number 1, you have to have a story. And I'm going to show you mine, a short version of mine, of where you were and how you got into mortgages. Because people buy, remember you said people buy from people who they know, like, and trust?
Yeah.
Well, if you go up to a real estate agent or a client and go, hey, I got into mortgages because I can make a lot of money, they're not going to know you. They're not going to like you. And they're not going to trust you.
Right.
So telling your story, and you work with was it special needs people you were working with?
Yeah. People with mental disabilities, mental
Okay.
physical disabilities.
Okay. That already makes me love you more. You having the ability to do that makes you very, very special. How many real estate agents have you sat down and told that story to about what you used to do? I'm going to guess
Not
not
many.
many.
Yeah.
So do they know you, like you, or trust you? They don't even know you. So that means to me, you're accidentally on purposely trying to get them with rate, which is why people saying I can get a better rate somewhere else. But
Mm,
people shop at Bloomingdale's, so you can't tell me it's all rate.
right.
Because if it was all rate, then the people shopping at Bloomingdale's would only be shopping at Walmart and Kmart.
Correct.
And some of this is going to hurt, but some of this is going to make you feel hopeful that maybe it's not where you're working. Maybe you just haven't been trained properly because your mentors don't know how to teach what I'm teaching you, and I don't charge $3,000 a month. So number one, Chaim, if you look at the list, you have to have an epiphany story. It's called an epiphany bridge. You were here and now you're doing mortgages. And this story between where you were when you were a stay-at-home dad to special needs to mortgage, there is a story of triumph, regret, ups and downs. It's a freaking roller coaster ride that I want you to take me on, what you went through. I can imagine you made money, you lost money, you've done well, you've been broke. The sob stories with helping people, how it made you feel, the success, the bad. You build this story and you get the person you're meeting with at coffee to ride the roller coaster ride with you. And then the last thing they're going to talk to you about is rate. Okay, that's number one. So number one on that list is you have to have an epiphany story. Number two, you have to have an exact in multiple paragraphs of what the best kind of client is you're looking for. So that number two is the perfect client for Chaim. And it can't be anybody looking to buy or sell a home. It's hard to get referrals from people if you say things like that. It's
Right.
things like in my wife's land investing business, Chaim, we work with people generally 35 to 60 who have $25,000 to $2 million in cash, old 401ks, or doing a 1031 exchange. They're generally engineers, doctors, lawyers, attorneys, financial planners, all become clients. A lot of white collar workers, and about 70% female. And of the 1,000-ish transactions we've done, about 700 of them have been old 401ks, or somebody takes an old 401k from the company, rolls it to a self-directed IRA, and then they can buy real estate with that self-directed IRA. That's one half of me explaining to you the types of clients we work with.
Right.
99% of the time, Chaim, when I ask a mortgage lender what kind of clients they like to work with, anybody looking to buy or sell or refinance.
Yeah.
Now, so that's a half of one sentence. I just spent 5 minutes telling you what kind of client I'm looking for. So you can see my number two is better than your number two because I have software that pulled this out of me. It made me fill this out, and I could put you through it too. It's avatar software. You answer some hard questions, and it kicks out exactly what a perfect client looks like. So number one, you have to have your personal story to get people endeared and fall in love with you business-wise. Number two, if you meet with a real estate agent, they don't know what kind of referrals to send you. How are they going to send you anything?
Right.
Number three, you got to follow the laws. One of the most important ones I already told you was the law of reciprocity. You got to meet with these real estate agents, and helping them is not helping them with a freaking mortgage. You meet with a real estate agent and his client is struggling with their finances. Chaim, it's your job, yours, to find that real estate agent's client a credit repair person, improve their credit so you can get them a loan so that real estate agent can sell them a home. Agree or disagree?
Agreed.
That's helping a real estate agent. Getting them a mortgage rate is not helping them. Anybody can do that. When you find that real estate agent's client, a CPA, financial planner, going through divorcing at a family law attorney, somebody died, they're inheriting, upsize, downsize, whatever it is. When you start providing vendors to the real estate agent, then and only then is Chaim following the law of reciprocity. Are you vibing with me so far?
Yeah, no, I agree. So far, I agree with everything, and it makes
Perfect.
sense.
Number four is elevator pitch. We got to take your number one, which is Epiphany Story, your number two, Avatar, and we got to craft an elevator pitch. Now, again, I'm going to jump ahead and show you at One Referral Away. There's a box you can click, and it's elevator pitch training. You can click the box, you watch the video, literally type your elevator pitch, send it to me. I'll critique it and send it back, no charge.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so elevator pitch is critical. So when you go to networking events, when you go to Chamber of Commerce events, when you go to ribbon cuttings, and somebody, you got 60 seconds. Chaim, what do you do? I help people get loans, and no, it's got to be boom, boom, boom. Now, power partners, I could spend 10 hours on number 5. Well, between number 5 and number 9, 20 hours. So, have you ever heard the term power partners?
No.
Okay. We've been talking about realtors, right?
Yes.
So, I'm going to ask you a question and respond with the word realtors. Is that cool?
Sure.
No trick questions here.
Alrighty.
Chaim, name one industry, any industry in the world, who already has your client.
Realtors.
Hey. Now, that's called a power partner, by the way. Power partner. Somebody who already has your client. My wife in her land investing business has 163 different industries. I asked you for one. She has
Wow.
163. Now, I'm going to expand your world a little bit here, Chaim. You should have 25 as a joke. So let's talk about it a little bit. This all comes with the coaching and everything in the course, and I'm not going to do 10 hours here for free, but I'm going to get you on the right track. And look at my fingers. What if you see somebody doing this? What are they talking about?
Money.
Perfect. So your next client, Chaim, who deals with their
Money.
besides you already said real estate, mortgage. Who else deals with money? What other industries?
CPAs.
Are you writing this down or are you just going to take it off the video?
I'm going to take it off the video.
Perfect. Keep going.
CPAs, financial planners, mortgage officers, loan officers, bankers, and if they have their own business, payroll. That's what I can think of off my head.
Okay. So let me ask you a question without me giving you any coaching beyond that. You named one.
Yeah.
I said 25 is a joke. You just named 7. Is 25 that hard? Is it
It
really?
is hard.
What's that?
It's not easy.
Well, but you already came up with 7. Now I'm going to give you some more. I'm going to ask you questions that's going to force more out of you. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
So all we did was this.
Right.
And you came up with 7. That's excellent. Now,
okay.
I'm going to ask you a question. Give me one reason someone is looking to buy a home. Let's talk about circumstances beyond that. Let me
consistency
help
of payment.
What's that?
Consistency of payment. Don't have to worry about rent.
Let's go into circumstances where they're going to have conversations.
I got it.
Is it possible in the history of the world that one person's owned a home and another person's owned a home? They decided to sell those homes, get married, and buy their own home? Is it possible?
100%. Yes.
10,000 times a day?
Yeah.
So what was the circumstance I said where they're both going to sell? See my fingers? They're
getting married. They're getting married. Yeah.
So under the circumstance of someone getting married, so now they need to buy a home. Do you see where we're going? They're getting married. I want you to tell me as many industries as you can think of people that would know when someone's getting married. Go.
Event planners, photographers,
Thank you.
Musicians, caterers, halls, event halls.
Who wears these during the show?
the mixers, whatever they call.
You're up to 8. Keep going.
Lighting companies, if they have lighting over there. Custom suits like tailors.
You missed the biggest one. What's she wearing?
Gowns, dresses, rings, the jewelry.
You're up to 10 plus the 7. You're at 17. Do you understand that?
I see. Okay, yeah. So I thought when you said it was easy to find 25, I thought you meant just from that. But yeah, to expand my horizon, absolutely 25 is a joke.
Thank you. See, I got look. You see the goose? I don't know if you can see it, the goosebumps. The hair standing up on my. Now, here's the thing. My program is $795 and includes 2 hours of coaching, and then every 6 hours of coaching on top of that is $995. There's people out there charging $3,000 a month that have no clue what you and I just did. I just handed you $1 million.
Thank you.
Easily.
Yeah.
So let's keep going. Okay.
All right. Let's do it.
I'm going to add to it. Ready?
Go for it.
I don't think you named limo driver.
That's true.
And what are they going to smash in each other's face at the ceremony?
Cake.
There's very high-end bakers out there. So you mean to tell me if you started networking with photographers, event planners, dresses, suits, and find a way to get your card on display next to the cash register, you mean to tell me that you'd never get any business from that? Then just hang up. Just Close your video now if you think I'm wrong.
Yeah, no. Let's keep going.
Okay, 1,000 real estate transactions without ever cold calling or door knocking. Are you starting to see how?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the list now. Another thing I'm asking you to do, Chaim, is someday tell other mortgage lenders about me and tell your owners of your offices about me, and maybe I can help change some other people's lives
Sounds
and
great.
get out there that there's other ways to make a living besides freaking cold calling.
Yeah.
All right. So number one, your personal story. Number two, I got to know exactly what you're looking for in paragraph form. Number three, you got to follow the laws, meaning if you got into mortgages strictly for money, you might as well go get a job. Number four, you got to have a good elevator pitch. Number five, you are now up to certainly 20 different referral partner. All we did so far, Chaim, is married, divorced, inheritance, kids graduated school, empty nesters, downsize, kid number 3 on the way, got to upsize, inheritance, death, marriage, and all of it. Every single one of those is a different list of industries.
Mm-hmm.
That's your job to come up with. So is it hard to come up with 100? Yes. 25 is a comical joke. If you can only come up with 25, you have put in no work. Now that I've given you the tools. Now you came up with a list. Awesome. Now down here, I'm going to be frank with you, Chaim. I'm only going to go so deep on this. This is my secret sauce, not given out for free, but I'm going to give you some ideas. What I've already given you, you should feel a heck of a lot more optimistic than you did, because there's a lot of people out. Good.
1,000%. Yeah.
Good. There's just certain things I hope you appreciate. There's certain things I can't give for free.
Oh yeah, no.
But so your next step after you list the industries, we're up to like 20 different industries. Now you got to find them. You got to figure out where they are.
Right.
And then you got to figure out, what are you going to say to them to either get them to meet you face to face for coffee or hop on a Zoom just like you and I have. And I have very, very specific scripting that I custom make with you, and then you just send it out to them. But you got to find the people, then you got to contact them, then you got to get them to meet you for coffee. Now, when you meet them for coffee, when I say coffee, Chaim, I mean you and I are having a virtual coffee right now. Coffee on Zoom or coffee face-to-face. Now, I didn't tell you this. I'm going to tell you right now that in 21 years, I have had a little bit over 7,000 coffee meetings. I'm looking at you as I say that. I've had over 7,000 one-on-one coffee meetings. My wife's been selling land for about 13 and a half years. She's done somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 coffee meetings.
Oof.
The number of power partners you can name, the number of power partners you have coffee with, is in direct proportion to your income. That's the number one thing I've seen in real estate agents, mortgage lenders, financial planners, and insurance agents. The number of referral partners you can name and the number that you have coffee with is in direct, have a proper coffee meeting with is in direct proportion to your income. Then what do you say during that coffee meeting? You need to teach these people how to send you referrals. And then I got a whole bunch of stuff that I do to keep these people top of mind. So when they're thinking of a mortgage lender, you're the guy they think of.
For anyone that was watching, how would they sign up for your course? Or, I mean, is there any course options or stuff like that?
Thank you for asking. So this is onereferralaway.com. Thank you very much for asking, AJ. If people do want to hire me to coach them, this is how we do it.
Got it.
So you go to onereferralaway.com and you see this bouncing here.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that button and this explains the course.
Got it.
This is the curriculum. It's all webinar based. It's a recording of webinars. It's 6 or 7 hours long total. There's my bio and some testimonials. There's my wife, and there's all kinds of cool. There's a mortgage lender, financial planner, attorney. I could put 200 of them on here, but there's no need. The options to buy, this button right here, it's $795 to purchase the course, or 3 payments of $279. And it comes with all of these recorded webinars. And right here, you can see right there, it comes at 2 hours of one-on-one with me.
Awesome.
Now, if somebody needs more than that, we're going to back up and we're going to click on this button over here. And then 1 hour of one-on-one coaching is $250, 2 hours, $395. Most people, AJ, do the 6 hours for $995. Now, with that, I don't like to do longer than an hour straight because it's overwhelming for both of us. I'll do I mean, 6 hours, that's 24 15-minute sessions or 12 30-minute sessions or 6 1-hour sessions or a whole crap ton of 10-minute sessions. I'll break it up any way somebody wants. And I'm generally don't stare at my watch. So that 6 hours probably turns into 7 or 8, honestly, when it's done.
Yeah.
So that's the way. But start here with the onereferralaway.com and you click that button and that's the course and that's how you join.